What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Beers and Breakdowns. We're doing an amazing movie that was super accurate called Hurt Locker. This movie sucks my... This movie, holy cow. Here's the thing about this movie. It's like a catch-22. This movie is made for civilians because it's fun to watch. It's a cool movie to watch. It's got all the drama. It's got two Avengers in it, the Falcon and the Arrow. What do they call him?
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, the worst Avenger ever created.
They knew they had to put a word after Hawk and they couldn't put one before.
What?
Like Mike Hawk. So the camera just panned around what was going on in the movie, and there's a bunch of people watching out of their windows.
Creepy.
Are those people like hoping that you guys die?
They will never want to help you. They're never going to help you. They're there to either watch you die just because they're there because they're curious, or they're potentially there to detonate whatever the bomb is. So they could be the ones that are the spotters for the detonators. They could be calling in the bomb because a lot of times it's the bombs are initiated with the cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
So they could just call the number and then it'll initiate the bomb. So you never know. So everyone is a potential threat, and it's terrifying because you don't know who's just watching out of curiosity and who's spotting and who's has a detonator, potential detonator.
Out of here, man. What? Hey, this ain't a fucking meet and greet. Get out of here. Go.
So you're telling me that people run up to you like that?
Yeah, they're used to it, and especially in Afghanistan, they just didn't care anymore. And they, like, a lot of them will get free stuff. So the army has tried so many things, so many different tactics in the wars, or the military, not just the army, but the military tried so many different tactics. And so you have like special operations, and that's all special operations command, SEALs, everybody out there like going after people and killing them. And at the same thing, like, you have other units that are going out there like giving away hugs and kisses and like giving away, pamphlets and blankets and food, and like we're like killing people and simultaneously trying to win hearts and minds. So a lot of these people are just used to getting free shit from the military. And we all have guns.
Mm-hmm.
So we always have guns. So they're just used to seeing us with guns. So a gun to them is not like, oh my gosh, stay away. It's just like, oh, there's an American. Of course they have a gun. I wonder if I can get some free shit. And that guy was sketch, dude. That like chin strap, that perfectly shaven chin strap around his jaw. That would have military age male, and then that like shaven chin strap, that looked off.
They abandoned their vehicle. We got an empty Humvee over here, James. Yeah, got it. Morning, boys. Sir.
Basically, they got intel. These infantry guys, I'm assuming are infantry, even though he's wearing armed DAPs that nobody ever wears, the shoulder protectors. So ridiculous. No one's going to wear that shit. But they got intel that there was a IED, and so they just are hiding in a compound, not pulling security, not worried about any other threat besides this one IED. So they're just hiding in this tiny little area. That would never happen. No infantryman's just going to be like, all right, everybody, hide in this compound. And then once we order EOD like they're a fucking pizza delivery service and they show up, we'll send those guys to go do the IED and they'll protect us. Like, this is what pisses me off about this movie, is that they legitimately treat fucking EOD like they're Uber Eats. Like, hey, if you just go about doing your thing wherever you are in the fucking country, and then if you come across a suspected IED, you call them, and they'll deliver their IED fixing pizza to you wherever you are, 30 minutes or less, or the pizza's free. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, they're not going to just travel around by themselves finding fucking IEDs. The whole point of EOD is to find IEDs en route of a mission. The whole fucking country could be covered in IEDs. We don't give a fuck. It's not our country. But if we have a mission that's going from point A to point B, we don't want IEDs on that route. Mm-hmm. So we're going to take EOD with us to clear that route with us. We're not just going to fucking call them whenever we need them, and then they're just going to jump in their cars and drive to us by themselves. It's so ridiculous. They act like they're operating within like a 5-mile radius, and then they could just, from base drive to whoever. What if they get ambushed and it's fucking 4 of them?
Right.
They have no cover, no protection. Like, it's just stupid. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's just crazy to me that they would make the movie this way without anyone on site to be like, yeah, that's not how it goes.
I bet you, honestly, that there probably was somebody that's like, that wouldn't be accurate. And the director's like, yeah, but this is going to be more cinematic, so take your advice and shut the fuck up. I guarantee they had an advisor because they got too much shit right. They got uniforms right. They got some movements right. They got the way people talk, sometimes is accurate. They got too many things right to just be winging it.
Right.
They had advisors, and so they chose to just fucking ignore them because they want the story to be based on this one guy being a fucking hero. Which our EOD tech in Afghanistan, Travis, he was a hero, and he was that guy. He was that badass guy, but it still didn't happen like this. That's how movies work.
Creating diversion. But from what? Is that a threat? Hell, just get up on the wall. Move!
Creating a diversion. Oh, he did say it. Creating a diversion.
What you see, specialist?
All right, I got him. He's walking down range.
James, the smoke is killing my visibility. Where are you in relationship to the IED? Are you within 100 meters yet?
I don't know, Samboy. I'll tell you when I'm standing over it, cowboy.
He just walks out, and then all of a sudden is like pop smoke, which is a good idea. Like, I think he said creating a diversion, which I didn't think that's what he was intending to do. I thought it was a better idea, just thinking that he was using the smoke to shield himself from potential initiators. So if someone's watching and they're like waiting for him to get close and they're gonna initiate, pop a couple smokes so you can get in on it and have some more time.
Right.
And they don't know exactly when to hit it. That's what I thought he was doing. But he's saying he's creating a diversion. From what? From who? There's like nobody fucking there. And why not just tell your team, like, hey, dude, it would take 2 seconds. Hey, man, I'm going to pop smoke like 50 meters away from the IED, create a diversion, maybe shield it from anybody that wants to detonate it. Okay? Just so you know. All right, whatever. Cool. Sounds good. Don't just fucking walk away and then start doing shit and then your team's like freaking the fuck out because you're not following any of their protocol. Another thing was he was like, why don't you use the robot to just go down there and check it out? Nah, I'll check it out. What do you mean, nah, you'll check it out? Like, just use the fucking robot.
Yeah.
Because, like, at the end of the day, if you blow up, even though that's your life, like, everyone that knows you and that works with you has to live with that. Like, you're still ruining their fucking lives because they lost you.
Right, yeah.
Like, don't be such a selfish prick. This movie's stupid. No. No.
Oh, no. A car stopped in front of him.
No, sir. No, sir. That taxi driver is dead as fuck. If we set a perimeter and you're coming, and we're in Iraq, and there's an IED, and you're coming at the perimeter security, revving your little fucking Honda Civic engine, and we have guns. We clearly have it blocked off. And you're coming at us, I'm shooting you. That's it. You're done.
Okay. So you're clear to shoot at that point.
Yeah. You're going to, first of all,
It's no qualms.
like, we have an EOD tech on site trying to clear that bomb. You're just going to drive in what we have blocked off? Like, we have it blocked off for a reason.
Right.
So if you're willing to come at me, you're a threat. You need to be put down. It's very, very clear that you cannot come this way.
Right.
And so if you're going to come at me like that, dude, fucking tunk, 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 it's a wrap. It's done. I don't know much about EOD, like how they defuse bombs. I know he was pulling out blasting caps out of each one of those rounds. But I remember asking Travis about Hurt Locker, just as out of a joke. And he was like, that fucking scene where he pulls up the wires, he's like, this is the dumbest shit on the planet. He's like, you don't fucking defuse bombs by just grabbing wires and yanking on them. Like, everything is trying not to get it to explode. Mm-hmm. I mean, one of the fucking... So that leads into another scene where he takes off his helmet, and he's like, I want to die comfortable.
What are you doing? There's enough bang in there to send us all to Jesus. I'm gonna die. I want to die comfortable.
Like, Travis actually did that, and like, he had so there was a backpack sitting in a compound, and this one rung my bell too. So the compound wall is right here. I'm in the mat V on the gunner position, and Travis finds a backpack in there, and he's like, that's kind of suspicious. Like, it's just backpack kicking it. So if he would have pulled that move, he would have been dead because he would just picked it up. Right. So he cuts a hole in it, not moving the backpack, and kind of opens it a little bit, and he could see that there's a bomb. And then he cuts it more and checks it and realizes that it's set up to where the minute he picks it up, it's gonna explode. Okay. So he's like, fuck. So they put a charge on it, and while he's doing the cutting and shit though, he takes off his helmet and then hands it to one of my teammates, and he's just like sweating. He just was like, this is it. Right. He's like, I'm gonna go fucking get blown up. And so he just takes off his helmet and hands it to him, and he's like, he essentially saying like, I'm gonna die comfortable, you know? Right. Like, this helmet isn't gonna fucking do me any good. Right. And then they put the C4 on the backpack and ignite it, and it fucking rocked me. So I was sitting in the gunner, and he's like, hey dude, charge going off. I was like, cool. And it was like, God dude. And I was like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden rocks started falling in on my head. It was like ping, 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 ping. And he's like, and then I think Travis told me that he had another guy put the charge on. He used too much charge.
Hey, my cans, yeah?
What's going on down there, Eldridge?
I'm getting his kit in his cans. Cover me, please.
Please.
That guy's so scared.
And again, they're just like fucking out there floating.
Get your cans.
All right, so I don't know if he was like ahead of the game by fucking a long time. Maybe we just had really shitty equipment and they got better equipment than us. But Peltors, which is your ear pro that, you know, you could use for comms, they connect to a radio, right? Sure. So they're not wireless radios. They're just fucking headphones that have a wire that connect to your radio. And then you use buttons to talk in them. And then you'll have a microphone that comes off your Peltor in front of your face that you talk into. So that's how that works. So the fact that he's just basically got earmuffs on and then he's pushing the side and he's talking to it drives me fucking nuts.
He has an antenna. There's an antenna on it.
Oh, is there? That's
I bet
awesome.
there's an antenna.
So you would buy that they could just and then talk?
Bought and paid for, sir. Absolutely passed the test when I was watching it. I didn't even care.
Stupid.
I didn't question it for 1 second.
Peltors have wires on them, and then that wire comes down your kit, and then it connects into your push to talk. So you have a push to talk button, and that push to talk then runs down and connects into your radio. So then you'll push and you'll talk, and then you have a mic that goes in front of your face. He's got no mic in front of his face. He's got no wire. He's got no radio. How is he transmitting this? Is these fucking the best Peltors on the planet that have a fucking encrypted radio and fucking mic and everything all in one? Those are the best fucking Peltors on the planet.
I have a feeling that the internet is going to tell us. They're going to let us know.
Doesn't exist.
The wide range.
He's like, copy that. I'm defusing this bomb. Like, stupid.
873.
They're counting today, sir, yes.
That's got to be a record. What's the best way to go about disarming one of these things?
The way you don't die, sir.
That's a good one. That's spoken like a wild man. That's good.
I'm hoping that the movie didn't mean for that to be genuine, and somehow the scene where he got his ass chewed out just got cut. Because that was the perfect setup. It was actually a really good setup by the colonel to be like, oh, that's amazing. You're really amazing. Don't you ever fucking put my people at risk again. Like, that was the setup for it. It was perfect.
They cut it.
And then they just cut it. So he's like, wow, just sucking his dick. That's really amazing.
In a really weird, awkward way.
Yeah, 843.
He's looking back at his people. He's like,
843. Do you want to suck his dick? Does anyone else want to suck his dick? Do you want to suck his dick? No? Okay, just me? Okay, full bird colonel? I'm going to suck his dick. It was so stupid. And all of a sudden, he's just back smoking another fucking cigarette at the base. Like, damn, that full bird colonel just sucked me off. Because I'm over here finger fucking bombs for too long. Even though my teammates tell me it's time to go and that there's literally no benefit for me continuing to finger fuck these bombs. But I am such a cowboy, I'm going to keep doing it anyway because I feel like it. So you're basically just a dick. Because here's what's going to happen. The bomb goes off. Now all your guys got to go in and rescue your ass and pull your body out. We're not going to leave you. Mm-hmm. So now everyone is coming into that mission. You have medevacs coming in. You have a huge fucking terrible situation that involves tons of other soldiers putting their lives in danger because you feel like fucking disarming a bomb that literally has nothing to do with anything. Mm-hmm. There could be, like I was saying, there could be bombs scattered all over the country. But if they're not in the way of our mission, who gives a shit? Russia dropped thousands upon thousands of fucking bombs in Afghanistan. There's fucking mines scattered all over the country. As long as they're not in our way, I don't give a fuck. Like, but this guy's just going around Iraq clearing the whole fucking country. Look at his caped. He's just caped blowing in the wind. This is fucking stupid.
Like a superhero.
And he's just like, oh.
Oh, there's a couple of them.
Yeah, all of them are just standing there all caped like.
What do you want me to do? Keep my hands up or take off the pistol?
Keep your hands up.
Oh, two caped crusaders. How many Iraqis you see rocking around with Glocks, you fucking dickbag?
We're on the same fucking side, guys.
You got 10 guys, or what are it, 5 guys? Whatever, I don't do math very well. But these fucking Cape Crusaders standing in the back that are obviously American. Yeah. Like, or obviously fucking contractors, U.S., the guys, I don't know, he's not from America, but they're contractors.
Right.
Clearly on our side. They're not Afghans. They're not Iraqis. They're not Iraqis. But it's just so obvious. They're wearing ball caps and fucking hiking boots. Like, it's the typical SF getup.
What if, like, the adrenaline's so high, he's so scared, he doesn't know what's going on?
Dude.
Maybe it's hard for him to hone in on, like, facial features and skin tones.
The blonde-haired fucking white guy that looks like he just got done surfing with the cape on is, like...
I'm just saying, maybe...
Look at these guys.
Maybe he's so scared he made a mistake.
Tell me where the Afghan is. You have a drop leg holster pistol with a AR-15. That's a fucking M4. You got a drop leg. The guy that you just took the gun off has a Glock. He's got a drop leg with a fucking AR-15.
Yeah.
He's got a fucking cape on with a ball cap. He's got a ball cap. There's just so obviously fucking like not fucking Iraqis. It's so ridiculous. And then the guy on his knees, why would he not just say, "Hey man, contractors"?
Right, he didn't say.
Why would he wait until you take off his mask? So like, I can't see by your arms that you're a fucking white guy. I need to see your face. Stupid. This whole scene is stupid as fuck. Oh, when's the last time you saw fucking Iraqis driving what is that? A expedition?
It's an excursion.
Excursion. How many Iraqis have excursions?
I don't know. I've never been to Iraq, so.
Not many.
Breathe easy. I got movement.
Yeah.
On the ridge of that house. About 850 meters.
See it.
To the window, to the wall.
Got it.
The sweat drop down my balls. So this part is fucking... I like to say that this part's one of the stupidest parts of this movie. But unfortunately, they go that low that you can't say. So you have all these badass contractors, right? They're kitted out. They fucking got equipment. They got a Beret, a 50 cal fucking sniper rifle. They're fucking hot shit. He's like, we're on the same team. Guys are running away 50 meters, moving targets, fucking snaps them. Bam, bam. These guys know what they're doing, right? They're the cool guys. All of a sudden, one guy gets hit. The fucking sniper gets hit. And the whole rest of the team gives up. They're like, okay, well, we're done. Mm-hmm. So not one other teammate was trained on that 50 cal as a sniper so he could jump in and take his place. You have to have your EOD guys come save you. That what the fuck they're doing out. Like, were we supposed to believe that they were on a training operation, blowing up munitions for training, and they stumbled across a fucking combat zone with like these random contractors who pop their tire and are also their snipers out there fucking shooting at you? That's what we're supposed to believe? And so he gets hit, and the whole team just gives up. They just lay there. They're just like, oh, well, we're done. And the fucking EOD takes over to save their lives and jumps on the 50. And then we don't even have to talk about this stupid fucking scene about how there's blood on the bullets so they can't fucking fire the gun. Like, what the fuck? And then how about you come up with a plan? You got fucking 4 dickheads in a tiny little hut in the middle of nowhere. They have nowhere to go. They're completely stuck in that fucking hut. Where are they going to run? There's nothing around them. So how about you use that Beret to keep their head down, and you use the rest of the fucking dickheads team to go maneuver on them because they're only 800 meters away. You could be just snapping shots in the fucking window with your blood-stained bullets until that assault team can get to that house and kill everyone in that house. Instead of playing this dickhead game. And that doesn't even cover the fact that the guy gets hit by a clearly really good sniper, a better sniper than all of you.
Right.
And you just take up his same position and start trying to shoot from that same position. Like, my guy, he's got you dialed in. He knows exactly how to hit your ass. Like, could you imagine as a sniper? Snap, boom, got him. And then somebody else takes his spot? It's like taking candy from a baby. Like, can you give me a challenge? Fucking pull the trigger again. Boom, you just got 2. Is the third fucking idiot going to jump on the gun? You just have a stack of bodies going up like this? Stupid fucking scene. God, it's so dumb. Well, I think they were smart from a money basis. Like, let's make a movie that's totally like for civilians.
Let's launch Jeremy Renner's career.
Yeah, because they knew he was going to be the worst Avenger, and they're just trying to help him out.
Yeah, Hawkeye's useless. It's like the dumbest character ever.
Hawkeye's useless, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Falcon's pretty fucking close behind. Like,
comment down below if you guys want us to review an Avengers movie.
I love the Avengers. I fucking love the Avengers.
But Hawkeye's fucking useless.
Hawkeye's useless piece of shit. Like, he's the worst with this. I would take Cam Haines over fucking Hawkeye.
Oh, absolutely.
Any day. Any day. Like, Cam Haines, I would be like, listen, my guy. Like, if you gave Cam Haines some exploding fucking arrowheads, that dude would be able to schwack 100 fucking people.
Yeah.
And I would take him over fucking Hawkeye. We took notes on this movie, and my notes are 119. Why? 124-14. Why? 131. No. Why? You got 2 guys clearing a whole building. It's fucking ridiculous. Look at blind spot right there. Right there. There's a whole fucking doorway that somebody could be behind. There could be a guy right behind that side. There could be a guy crouching behind here, waiting for you guys to pass and pop up and schwack all of you. Mm-hmm. There's so many blind spots that they're just leaving open because 2 guys, cops do it all the time, clear entire buildings by themselves.
Right.
But they don't have a choice. Military has a choice. You don't do that. You don't fucking go in 2 guys and clear a whole building. Why are EOD suddenly fucking CAG operators and are just going in and clearing a building to find a bomb? Why are you looking for that bomb?
Jeremy Renner is currently trying to launch his music singing career.
Is he really?
Yeah. So if you would like to look up Jeremy Renner's latest album. Good? No. No, it's not good.
Just a hoodie, ACU pants, and boots. So this is why I brought up Bo Bergdahl, because Bergdahl, have you heard Bo Bergdahl's story? So this guy's a fucking idiot. So he watches, and I listened to a podcast that was about him a little bit, and I had to turn it off because it was ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I think it was called Serial. No, it wasn't Serial. Anyway, so Bo Bergdahl's watching a bunch of those like CIA movies. What's that dude? Born Identity. Jason Bourne.
Matt Damon
movies.
Matt Damon.
So he watches a bunch of Jason Bourne movies and thinks he wants to be Jason Bourne. This is from his words, not anyone else's.
Okay.
He said this. So he thinks that this is this fucking dumbass private, and he thinks that he doesn't like the way the base is being treated. The people on base are being treated. He doesn't like this living situation in combat, and he thinks that command is all fucked up, and he wants to prove how fucked up command is. So he thinks he's going to go be like Jason Bourne, and that people will remember him and like praise him for being such a badass, because he thinks in his mind that he's a badass. So his idea is that he's going to escape off base, run off base, and then like get a dust up situation to go off, which is they call in, everything, like we're missing a soldier, like call in fucking everyone on deck to find him.
Right.
So he's like, I'm going to initiate a dust up, and then it's going to show just how fucked up command is. That's his idea. And then meanwhile, he's going to go like fucking embed with the insurgencies and like get a bunch of information and then bring that information back so then he could buy his way back into the U.S. graces with a bunch of intel. Mm-hmm. So he's just this like watching too many movies in Afghanistan. He's just a fucking idiot, concocts this plan, and then leaves the base and immediately realizes that he's a fucking moron and gets like overrun by Taliban. It's Taliban or ISIS, but overrun by the enemy, and they fucking kidnap him and hold him in captivity for like years.
Years?
Yeah.
How long?
2009 to 2014. The Taliban aligned with Haqqani network in Afghanistan and Pakistan after he deserted.
So let me get this straight. So he did this whole stunt and still lived?
Yeah.
Wow.
So then the question is, so people like people died for him. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to make himself out to be this hero because he's trying to expose corrupt behavior in the U.S. Army by fucking initiating a dust-off. This is his plan. But what he doesn't realize is that because he was assumed that he was taken captive, people are like going on missions to find him and like getting in combat. So people are losing their sons and brothers and family members out there looking for somebody and trying to save somebody who put himself in that situation. So then he comes back and tries to concoct this whole story of he was trying to expose the military, when in reality he probably just wanted to desert and thought that because think about it, if you're going to get information, if you think that you can get information and give it to the U.S. to buy graces, you equally think that you could take information from the U.S. and buy graces with the Taliban.
Right.
So the real story is that he was trying to buy his way into the Taliban because he was disgruntled with the U.S. Mm-hmm. Long story short is that he's a piece of shit. And he put a ton of people at risk and fucked over his own, military and squad mates and all that because he's a selfish prick. So that's what this guy's doing. So the fact that they made him go off base and then try to make it some like heroic thing to go fucking put yourself at risk like that. Mm-hmm. Like if you get captured, people are going to have to risk their lives to try and get you back. So that's why, like, doing this thing and trying to make it look heroic, no, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And so then to come up back on base and be like, oh, is that a strip club, dude? Oh, okay, yeah, come back in. Fuck that. That infantryman that's pulling gate card, or whoever's pulling gate card would know, like, no one's going to a fucking strip club in Iraq, dude. You fucking idiot. Mm-hmm. And first of all, and second of all, like, no, you're wrong. You shouldn't have leave base. Nobody leaves base. We're surrounded by fucking Taliban.
Right.
Like, it's insane that you think that would be okay, and he would be Article 15 immediately. All right, so then he goes home and gets just fucking baffled by the cereal aisle. Like, the cereal aisle just fucks him up. Like, as somehow, before he went on deployment, there was like one box of cereal. And then he went on deployment, he got back, and now there's a whole aisle of cereal. Like, fuck, how do I choose from all these cereals that I've never had before? Because when I left, there was only Raisin Bran. And that shows that he's got PTSD, and somehow they drag that the fuck on until he goes back to deployment. That's it. That movie is entertaining, but so full of holes. Hopefully it's a little polarizing. I hope there's a bunch of people like, Hurt Locker is the best movie that's ever existed. There's this episode of Beers and Breakdowns, Hurt Locker. I hope you like this piece of shit movie. We'll catch you on the next episode.